Elgin, in a way, like Aurora and Joliet are, yes, they're suburbs of Chicago, but they're in their way their own economy. Talk to us kind of what you see going on with the call it, just say the Fox Valley economy, or what you like about what's happening there that makes a place like Elgin not dependent on the BS that we hear that comes out of Chicago or Cook County. Talk to us about kind of what you like about that.
Yeah, I mean, Elgin somehow last year, even in the pandemic, and I know that these developments are well before it, but they added something like 1.2 million square footage of industrial space in Elgin. And, if you don't really, even if you live here, you're thinking like, man, what are those areas that they're adding that stuff in? But, there's still land west of Randall. There's pockets off of Bowes Road that's very industrial there. And all of that stuff brings commerce to the area. It brings, better housing stock, obviously tenants, buyers. What we like about Elgin as a whole too is, we're not wanting to invest in communities that there's a huge swing in how many renters there are compared to home ownership. Nationally, that's about 65% are homeowners and the remainder are renters. Elgin is very, very comparable to that. So, you may go into other cities like the south suburbs where that could be completely flipped. And that really speaks to, how that area is going to be maintained and the growth for the future. So we think Elgin's a good balance of homeownership to rentals.
You said earlier, Elgin has so much land. For anybody that knows the layout, the city of Elgin, the unincorporated parts goes all the way out to Route 47, which development kind of ends there, not far from your house there at Nestler Road. And then it's just all farmland all the way out to 47 that potentially could be homes or different little neighborhoods or pockets of retail over the next few decades. So they have a huge amount of growth potential, not to mention you mentioned the 1.2 million of industrial space. I believe Elgin is in some sort of top list of as far as square footage added for industrial, and Kane County in general is a huge proponent, which I imagine a lot of your tenants work in Kane County, whether it be into Aurora or into Geneva or St. Charles or whatnot. So that's huge, I think.
Yeah. And, when you start reading about the downtown Elgin area, before the downturn in 2006 and 2007, there were, some beautiful townhouse buildings that were built along the river there. They obviously saw their downturn, but in the last couple of years, there's a large developer that came in and did an apartment development in the old Elgin Clock Tower. Beautiful, iconic building as you're driving into downtown Elgin. There's a new senior living facility right at the corner of Kimball and 31. Amazing, beautiful building. There's another developer coming in, I think it's on Douglas, that's going to put in, 40 something apartments. So all of these things, really the residential component brings back the commercial. So, we're not at that level of doing 40 unit apartment buildings, but we definitely keep our eye on that for, what we could pick up around there, what that's going to result in from these bigger guys coming in for redevelopment.